Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Come on out, 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. But I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Come on now. Strapped across my fist, 800 more, and I'm gonna pluck one in your chest. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker, so don't you never double cross me.
Wear a condom? We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey everybody, welcome to the smoke pit. I got my man Coach. What's going on, man?
What do you hear? What do you say? How the hell are you doing tonight, Radar?
I'm doing good, buddy. How about yourself?
I am in a great daggone mood. I just literally as we were about to go on the air, I realized, dear God, I am going to be on the freaking radio shows. I'm going to be on 3 different radio shows in a week. I feel like ice right now. I feel like I've got nothing else better to do, and I'm going to sit in my freaking, just sit over in my basement doing nothing but talking to everybody on the WTF Nation Radio. But hey, I can't complain. It's a good fucking living.
Hey, it could be a fucking lot worse, man. Could be a lot worse.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
How's this profile picture? How's that picture for you tonight?
I like that one. All right, so the Jets are 3-3, and Zach Wilson is still, the should have been the best part of him was left in the reservoir tip.
Absolutely.
But, I can't do anything bad about how the Jets are playing right now. The D's finally stepped up. He hasn't screwed up anything, and it looks like Aaron Rodgers may come back sometime this season. And if that's the case, hey, look, I've got my hopes up. He comes back towards the end of the season, and the Jets are still in the hunt. They might actually make the playoffs for the first time since 2010.
God, do you put him back miracle. Do you put him back in, though? Because he's kind of – he's younger than I am. So I can't really say he's, old, right?
Yeah.
But he's kind of old.
He's 38, man. Do I put him back in? I put him back in.
Man,
hell yeah, I'll put him
I don't know.
Back
he's kind of like – he's kind of –
yeah, but all that Hiawatha and all that other shit that he's been, using over the past several years, I think it kind of gave him a little bit of rejuvenation,
Well, I don't know, man. Because he's
what's it called? The Hiawatha.
The Hiawatha.
Not Hiawatha. Hiawatha is like some Indian tribe.
So did he tore his Achilles, right? Or did he just strain it or some shit?
Completely tore his
right, yeah. He's fucking and he's
play of the year.
Yeah, and he's looking at fucking coming back this season. I'd be surprised, from what I understand about that kind of injury, you're looking like you may never fucking walk right again. Yeah. And I understand that they have the very best trainers and surgeons and all of the stuff. They are top tier. They're not the same dude I'm going to go fucking check out here in BFE, South Dakota. I understand that. You know what I mean?
They're not the same dudes that are at our VA and that we have to be stuck with.
Right. Yeah, he's on a VA, dog. That's how they fix the VA. Right there. Make the fucking NFL players go to the VA for care. See if that shit doesn't get fixed in a heartbeat.
Dear God, there'd be more lawsuits than anything, man. There'd be so many damn lawsuits that ended up happening.
Could you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
That'd just be amazing. I want to do that.
Everybody thinks that we get world-class healthcare. No, we fucking don't, but the NFL teams, yeah, they get decent healthcare, but, after they're done, they don't get shit. They got to pay for all that, man.
That's very true. And they don't get any kind of, the player association doesn't even give them healthcare or anything like that. They don't as when they retire, they're fucking done. Now, but in all fairness, if you're a fucking millionaire,
okay,
I don't know what's in my insurance at work costs like $500 a month, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
figure it out. You know what I mean? If I can do it, making in all fairness, I get TRICARE for life, so I don't get my workplace insurance. But I see how much money I make. and I see that it is affordable is a loose term, but I mean, like the family plan for my work is like $4 something a check, so not horrible. I mean, it's less than my child support. So don't have to pay child support. You can afford health insurance. But I mean, in all fairness, I feel like if they're making millions of dollars over the course of their lifetime, they get like, I don't know, they can afford Cobra Care or some shit. I don't know.
All right. And I can understand the thinking behind that, but let's also think about it this way. The average NFL what the hell am I trying to think of? Career.
Mm-hmm.
Is about 3.5 years. Okay.
Right.
And you take into consideration, we all think about these people in the first round draft picks that get this great money and get all the the sponsors, and then or get the sponsorship deals and get all these guaranteed contracts. But then you got guys who, make the team off of the practice squad, the guys who are the late round draft picks, the ones who they pick up in free agency. And they're the ones who, playing balls out constantly on the practice field and in training camp. And hopefully if they can make the team, they're playing balls out to try to get their next contract. None of that shit's ever guaranteed. I mean, for every, it's taken this long, however, 50 something years that the last pick in the draft actually worked out pretty good in Brock Purdy.
Right.
But since then, there's maybe been one or two that have been okay. And I actually know one that was drafted as Mr. Irrelevant, Jim Finn in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
He did not make as much money with the NFL as I wish I'm joking, like if we want to put it back this way, think of a high-end contract to go into Iraq or Afghanistan during the height of the war. Mm-hmm. That's about what, the late rounders make in the NFL.
Says, and this is one of the stipulations that all NFL active roster players must receive a 1-year contract with a minimum salary of $610,000.
Yeah, 610, and then you're getting taxed on top of all of that shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's for active players. It's not counting your practice squad or anything like that. That's your active roster.
And if you get put on injury reserved, even though your stuff is guaranteed, your income is guaranteed, you've got no guarantee that you're going to have a career after that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that I can see where some of the people get a little bit perturbed on when you played a couple of years in the NFL and you had a catastrophic injury, and then you're never going to be the same again. That you should be looking at. But yeah, those that make millions and, like Tom Brady, who, freaking uses, baby blood to, regenerate himself every freaking off season. Yeah, he can afford to do that. But the run of the mill guys and the lower end guys, they have zero benefits after they get out of the NFL.
Yeah, but God, I feel like if you just if you make $610,000 for 1 year, we'll just say you get 1 year. 1 year you get hurt. Okay. Take 100, and you're 21 years old when you graduate college, 21, 22. We'll even say 25. So 25 years old, and you put that money into some sort of IRA for retirement fund, right?
Mm-hmm.
And which average return on a good IRA is like 10% ish. Like
average is about 7.5, 8.
Yeah,
something to that too.
Yeah, not counting inflation. You're around 8 to, and if you get a little bit of aggressive, which you can if you put $100,000 in, you know what I mean. You could retire with billions of dollars by the time that's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can. But let's also think about this, and I'm going to say this just in defense of I agree with you, but I'm going to bring up another side of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about people that are 21, 22 years old that are getting all of that money.
Yep.
There's probably a reason why freaking us as lower enlisted never got a chance to sniff that money, because God knows how many freaking hookers, cocaine, and terrible Camaros or whatever freaking cars we could buy.
You give me 610,000, there's going to be a fucking Porsche or a Aston Martin in my driveway. Fuck a Camaro. I want something fast. I want something actually fast.
But just think about that shit. Yeah, we're trusting these guys that in the NFL that they're going to do something like that when we can barely trust our own people.
That's true.
To not fuck up the money.
That's very true. That's very true. Like Dick said, when you have a child support of an entire platoon of kids, it's not saying much. That's true. And Patrick said, yeah, you get that 20 years of service, which is the average career length of an NFL player. We'd say 3 years, 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, 3 to 5. Yeah.
For the average player, not your fucking Aaron Rodgers who plays for like fucking 20 years or some shit.
No.
But genuinely though, like, and this is something like, did you watch that movie? Was it Air? Or whatever, the one with the Nike when they were trying to get Michael Jordan.
About when they were trying to sign. Yeah, I saw. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, man. I'm a sneakerhead. I love Jordans. I've got like 3 pairs.
And how much? And I don't know how true to life that story is, but how much his mom and everything I've read before that, and I read a couple books on Jordan because he was I'm from that era and I'm from the Midwest, so Michael Jordan was like fucking woo, Yeah. And so like how much? And you talk to all these guys coming up. You always see them at like the drafts and shit, and their fucking moms right there, And I'm surprised that more they don't just like take them, to like a financial advisor right away. You know what I mean? And I also understand of that $610,000, like there's people taking cuts out of that. The fucking their agents are getting cuts and everything else. There's money and taxes, like you said. So they're not getting all that $610,000. But say even if they're getting a couple, say $250 out of it, they're making $250,000 a year. Like, put a little bit. If you get with a financial advisor, they can. If you're making that kind of money, you can set yourself up for life.
Well, they have done that in other leagues. I know the NBA went through a problem with that, with a lot of people losing money, and now they're starting to give rookies, part of their in processing. Or
but you know what? You know what I did? You know what I did at boot camp? You know what I did at boot camp in 1998? I had to take a fucking MCI class at whatever the Army or the Marine Corps Institute classes.
Okay.
Same as like our fucking correspondence courses. Math we had to take personal finance and math for Marines. That was what we had to do at fucking boot camp in 1998. And you know what? I'm still not fucking Dick, finance for Marines. And I'm still fucking I know these things. I know how to start an IRA. I know now that I'm fucking in my 40s, I'm like, fuck, I should have did that. You know what I mean?
Math for Marines.
Yep. Personal finance.
If a 64 pack of Crayola crowns is $5 and a 32 pack is $3, what is more cost effective? Right. I don't know. I'm hungry.
I don't know. I'm fucking. I'm bored my snacks. I'm gonna dip 10 bitches. Right? Yeah, but I mean, if you make them take a personal finance class or some shit, Yep. I mean, little red book with a yellow envelope with the test answers.
Oh Jesus, man! Did you guys have like correspondence courses other than that, like in the Marine Corps? Like,
you had to do. We called them MCIs back then, and I don't know what they're called now. I mean, that was fucking 25 years ago. Yeah, but and that was part of. You got promotion points for them, same as you do in the Army.
No shit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Jesus, no.
But ours were, and some of them did count for college credits if you took like some of the good ones. But okay, I will tell you this right now: Marine Corps, the MCIs are way harder than the correspondence courses. Or they were when I maxed out my correspondence courses in like 2008. And that was back in the day where you could just like sit there. I took the most ridiculous fucking courses. Like I was a mechanic, right? And I'm taking I was taking fucking infantry tactics and the operations of the 80 millimeter mortar and like how to fucking repair the Bushmaster cannon on the fucking Bradleys, like tow missile crewman courses and shit. I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I'm just this is how
the unit supply NCO one.
Yeah, I took fucking all of them, dude. I was taking pilot course. I took some of the chief warrant officer pilot courses and shit because I was like, fuck it. I know how collective fucking, I know how this shit works. Yeah, absolutely. I took all kinds of fucking dumb shit. Maxed out my correspondence courses and then I got promoted. So
now I ain't gonna lie, man. The fact that there was like a disc around that had every single answer to it, and you didn't have to go to like Quizlet now or freaking what the hell's the Course Hero, like we do nowadays. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I had, oh God, I had close to like 800 correspondence course hours done in a matter of like a week and a half. I fucking kid you not,
Right.
man.
I did it old school. I did it old school because you had like a search function on there. And so I opened up 2 windows. I would open up the fucking book and I'd open up the test. And the tests were all multiple choice. And, you know, they give you a sentence verbatim out of the book and you fucking put it in the search tool and it would pop up the answer and you'd fucking put it in there. And I maxed out my correspondence courses in like fucking 2 weeks. Taking shit that had nothing to do with anything that I would ever do in the fucking Army.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember those daggone days, man. There's got to
be a way to cheat that shit now.
Yeah, they got them all now on freaking like Quizlet is one of the big ones that they had that on. Shit, what was the other one that I saw? I saw another website that also has like all of the military correspondence courses on there too. It might be Course Hero or something, but yeah, they've got that shit on every single one of the freaking these websites that have like the test answers and everything for it. Well, see, I did it after I got. That's also the easiest way to get through college too, if you're going online.
Right. I did that, so I got hurt in Iraq, right? And I'm sitting there in my chew, and I can't really do a whole lot else. So that's what I did. I just that was my duty station basically for a while, was to do. And so I was kind of, we were out smoking, and I was kind of bragging about how easy it was, and everyone was like, "How easy is it?" And so. So I was like, yeah, fucking, it's $50 easy. How's that sound?
Yeah.
And so, but I had to, I'd made sure that everyone I did that for wasn't the same MOS as me. It had to be a different MOS if I was good.
Hey, if it works, it works, man. I can't hate you on that, dude. You know,
fuck it. It was great. Yeah. So,
dear God, man, the freaking stupid shit that we used to freaking do just so we can get ahead and get a damn promotion that really in the outside world doesn't do shit for us now.
Well, and when you look at that shit, when you look at all of that shit, right? Like even in I'll even say for the promotion board stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, none of those. I'm sure I took some that were pertinent to my MOS, right?
Yeah.
Most of them weren't. Most of them were fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
So why make that important? And honestly, there wasn't even enough that were pertinent to anything close to my MOS to do. You want your soldiers out there, you know, getting maxing out your correspondence courses. Well, why? What are they really doing? And I understand. So Phil said, if you're bored, nothing to do, go learn. I get that. But I mean, okay. Like I said, I vividly remember one of the courses I took, and I did like the 3 levels of it. The 10, 20, and 30 level for the Bushmaster cannon on the Bradley. Okay. I've never even seen a Bradley up close.
That's the fucking truth.
I've never been in a Bradley. I'm not a Bradley crewman. I've never climbed in a Bradley. I think I might have like went in the back of one at like a fucking air show or something one time. You know what I mean? Like,
yes. Dear
like,
God.
Oh, hey, it's a Bradley. Cool. I know how to fix the cannon on this.
Hell, all right. Were you in when we had to take what the hell was that waste of time course that they wanted everybody to do?
All of them.
Like, all right. Yeah. Every single one of them were. No, there was one specific, like, that fucking moron Chandler, started this one. I can't remember what the hell the name of the course. It was like you had to take this course before you went to any NCOESs.
Oh,
you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I kid you not. Every freaking answer was online. So what the fuck was the point of even doing that damn class, knowing damn well that none of us are even going to remember any of the bullshit that he wanted us to learn? But I mean, still, we wasted so much fucking money on stupid daggone courses that didn't do shit for us.
Yep.
But it got us the magical promotion points in the event that we wanted to re-enlist and stay in the military.
Well, and that's just it. Like, and the Marine Corps is even worse because the Marine Corps went on your The only thing that you really could control in that was your PT score and your rifle score. But really your rifle score. Like, you can't really just go to the range whenever you want and fucking start shooting and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, red light, green light sexual harassment class. The year they brought the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders in and did a bachelorette on stage between the classes. No, I wasn't there for that. That
What
sounds
the
fun
hell?
as shit. When he was stationed with me in Fort Worth. And,
no shit.
they did a red light, green light sexual harassment class with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Oof.
Oof.
I got a
Dear
picture with
God.
the cheerleaders somewhere when I did color guard. But
No shit.
yeah, I don't know where it is. That was fucking, dude, that was so long ago. I don't know where that shit is.
So NFL wise, with the cheerleaders, the Redskins got a shit ton of issues as far as what Daniel Snyder was making them do and everything. But I ended up serving. I kid you not. We had a lieutenant that was with us, and I can't remember her name, but she was a former Philadelphia Eagles, whatever, the Eaglettes or Eagle cheerleader or something like that. She did that through college, and then she went through ROTC and became a freaking lieutenant. And every time that the PAO was around, they always wanted her around. I can't remember her damn name, but she was, man, I'll tell you, and ladies, if you are listening to us out here on WTF Nation Radio across Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Kick, WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments. Sorry, that plug is just.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't do that. As well as you guys do.
But God, this LT was like, she was a 10 on deployment, and you know how you go from a 10 to a 2 plane right away? No, she went down from like a 10 to an 8.
Nice.
I'm not kidding you. All right, I gotta Google her up right now just to see if I can get her. I'm gonna see if I can actually freaking pull her up. What the hell? Rachel Washburn. Oh, holy shit! She actually has a freaking Wikipedia page too. I kid you not, man. She's got a Wikipedia page. Hold on, I'm gonna
Rachel Washburn.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it in.
I've already got it, buddy.
You already got
use
it. Up.
Use
yes.
it. Yeah. All right, then. What's going on, girl? What's your name is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I said, she went from like a 10 to an 8 off of that one, and then she was cheerleading and freaking joined the army. She was over in Afghanistan with me in 2013.
Hold on, I'm saving the picture, and I'm gonna put it up for everybody. Oh,
I think the picture on her Wikipedia page is when she was a cadet. Where the hell has she been doing now? Let's see. She runs a veteran-owned company. She leads 13 admirals and generals as a junior officer. She's in charge and organizes all these great resources.
All right.
What company is she in? Let's see.
Here we go.
Security. All right. Academy Securities.
There we go. Transfer that over for everybody.
Yes.
That her?
Yes, that is her. I kid you not, man. She was fucking.
She was a soccer player too, huh?
Yeah.
Good for her.
But she was fucking gorgeous, dude. I kid you not, man. She truly is. And she's airborne too.
I see that, yeah. In another one of her pictures, she's got a cab, and then the airborne and air assault looks like.
Yep. And she's also got a freaking Bronze Star, but I think every lieutenant has.
Oh yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count at all.
Doesn't give a shit at all. That's like the default.
That's kind of funny. I'm not going to put a bunch of her. I'm not going to say how much pictures of this girl, but there's a picture of her like at a football game, in her ACUs, and she's like a cadet. She's got the little dot on.
Yeah, that's the one that's up on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a pretty. I served with her, and like I said, freaking gorgeous woman. But it was kind of, we were just thinking about, just the NFL thing, and the Washington Redskins got into a shit. Dan Snyder was having a shit ton of issues, or caused a shit ton of issues, and forced like all their cheerleaders to do tours around the what the hell's the name of it? The tours around Afghanistan and Iraq.
Mhm.
Yeah, fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can't believe all that shit out there. But now I'm trying to figure out what the hell this Academy Securities is. Apparently,
We go off on such weird tangents, you and I. I love it.
yeah,
We love it.
yeah. I mean, what else are we going to talk about?
That's true.
I don't have good. I mean, for crying out loud, I can't show my what.
Phil said it's called a veteran-owned company. That's the new hot phrase because you can't call it a pyramid scheme anymore.
No, the pyramid schemes are only done for veteran-owned companies that sell T-shirts, sell coffee, or making alcohol.
Yeah.
Those are the true pyramid schemes.
And here's the deal. And I know and maybe you can correct me. Are you a coffee snob? Do you like coffee when it comes to that stuff?
Actually, dude, I do not drink coffee at all. I kid you not.
I drink it upon occasion. Okay, I drink coffee upon occasion. Probably, a cup or two a week.
Okay.
Yeah, every time I've ever drinking like army coffee, it's been so fucking gross. You know what I mean? Like, and everyone's like, I love coffee. I need me some coffee. And then they're going to start some fucking coffee roasting business. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And a lot of vets are doing it. I don't get it. He drinks Starbucks. I used to drink Starbucks with you, fat fuck. One of my best Starbucks stories ever is with fucking Dick. And we were sitting there, and this guy, we were at the Starbucks in Texas, and we're outside smoking. And this fucking drunk dude comes up and like was trying to get some money. So he gave him some money so he could go buy some booze. He's like, I just need some money for some gas. And I was like, just tell me you're going to buy booze with it, dude. I don't even care. Like, he's like, okay, I'm going to go get drunk. I was like, tight. Here's some money. Go get drunk, dude.
Good for him.
And then we were smoking, and another kid come, another Starbucks smoking story. We were like, I don't know, it was like after PT or some shit, because him and I live together, right?
Yeah.
Swing by Starbucks, we're outside smoking, drinking a coffee before we have to go into formation, whatever. And he's like, I'm sitting there, and this kid comes out. He's like, smoking's bad for your health, or smoking outside like that. That's not good for you, or something like that. And I was like, talking to me like that's not good for you. And he just kind of slunked away. That was great. I miss Texas. I'm gonna go back there. Spanky says Diet Coke only.
Yes, and I'm with her on that.
I'm a Diet Mountain Dew person. This is a question, and I'm very curious with this.
Yeah.
Before I went to Iraq, okay, I drank Mountain Dew like it was water. Okay.
Yeah.
Since I've gotten back, I can't drink Mountain Dew.
Too sweet, right?
It's too sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
And I wonder if that's the same thing with like a lot of people and like all the like Diet Coke and Diet Dr. Pepper and Diet Mountain Dew. All like it feels like we can't drink the syrup anymore.
The high fructose corn syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a thing against that, man.
Yep.
I really, I can't drink that shit anymore. If I drink regular soda, it's got to be like actual sugar.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you can get those sometimes, like some of the root beers and stuff, and it'll say like real sugar on it or whatever.
Yeah. Well, Pepsi's got it from time to time, and you got to get the Mexican Cokes in order to get the no, not that kind of Mexican Coke for anybody else that's thinking of that. But no, you got to get you got to get the Coca-Colas
in the bottle
that are imported from Mexico out of the glass bottle in order to get anything that remotely tastes sweet enough out of there. Those are the only ones with real sugar. It's that fucking high fructose corn syrup shit. That stuff is just. I mean, everybody says that, regular soda, diet soda is worse for you than the high fructose corn syrup. Bullshit, it is.
I don't know. Okay. Retort to that.
Okay.
I don't think any of it's fucking good for you.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, this is fucking amazing. You know what I mean? I don't think it's actually good for me, but I think it's
fountain of youth.
I think it's probably better. It's probably better to drink the liquid plastic than instead of the fucking, I don't know, condensed corn syrup. Dick said I even coated the inside of my car in Mountain Dew. 1, it was diet. And 2, it was only part of my car because the other part was smashed in the accident. So
Oh, Jesus.
I had a Mercury Mountaineer,
Okay.
and
Down there, yeah.
and it rolled over because that's what those did. And oh, she goes, Cartel Coke is good. It's better for you than the corn stuff. Probably.
Yes, probably. Yeah, probably is.
Well, and I think, and this is, and I'm not a hippie. I'm not, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I need some lentil or some shit. I ain't trying to be like that.
Yeah.
But I do kind of question sometimes. Okay. Oh my God, I don't want to get down this tangent too far. But I saw something, and it was like on chickens, right? And, oh, the chickens. Like, I grew up in Iowa. Okay, I know quite a bit about farming and ranching. I have a lot of friends who own farms and stuff. And my brothers in laws are big farmers, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this gotta make sure your chickens don't have like all this. They don't do that. They don't give chickens anything. Chickens are too fucking cheap to give like growth hormones or all that. They don't give them that stuff. They don't give them anything. If chickens are sick, they fucking kill them. If one chicken gets sick, they kill 400,000, dude. You know what I mean? Like, they don't fucking, chickens are cheap as fuck. If you can go out and buy a whole ass chicken for like $2, how much do you think a fucking farmer is paying for? They're paying nothing for them hardly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you can get chicks. I mean, for fuck's sake, you can get chicks like you're gonna get like bait over
right
at freaking Tractor Supply.
Yep.
Every Saturday, you know.
Right. Yeah. Dick said, I've been in the plants that make corn syrup. You can't spit on the ground because it's a food place and it's unhygienic to spit on top of the dead bird carcasses and rats all over the place. That's right. That's right. But I mean, but genuinely, we get back to like chickens and even honestly hogs. Like they don't really do a lot of that stuff. The only thing they really do to hogs is cut their teeth, because pigs will still grow tusks. So when they're born, they clip their teeth, or a day or two old, they clip their teeth. And then like they just put them in these giant barns basically, and they feed them and water them, and they fucking, that cleans all the shit out, and then they fucking take them and they slaughter them. They don't pump them full of chemicals, right?
Yeah, but they're trying to. But what I think what some people are trying to say is because we had such a shift from like regular types of feed to strictly from them having corn and things like that, especially with cows, that by nature their stomachs were not able to process it as well as they used to, and thus the reason why we're getting bigger, fatter, healthier cows, or bigger, fatter, and unhealthier cows. The biggest
thing
with the chickens too.
The biggest thing that has happened with that isn't necessarily like the feed or anything like that. Is selective breeding. Okay, that's the biggest thing. Like then, and like in cows, AI is huge. Very few farmers put a bull to a cow anymore.
Yeah, you artificially inseminate.
You artificially inseminate nearly everything. Chickens don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about it. But they do take the biggest chickens, and those are the breeders. The other ones they fucking slaughter and send out. You know what I mean? Because they want to get more weight per pound. Actually, the biggest trick to chickens, when you buy chicken meat in the store, is they add water to the chicken breast.
That I figured, yeah.
And so you're paying for a lot of water when you buy chicken breast from the store. But I digress. But when it comes to like most cattle, the hogs and chickens, they really do in confinements because they're smaller animals and they run through them fast. Mm-hmm. Cattle, a lot of cattle are free range and then they're finished on corn. Or actually a lot of it's what's called silage, which is like they grind up everything, all the corn, they grind up beans, they grind up the stalks and shit. And they do throw in some like different food stuff. So a lot of it's like recycled food that they can, vegetables and shit, and they'll grind that all up and then they spread it out and feed cattle with that when they finish them.
They used to do that. They used to do. Oh God.
Yep, they do. They color the meat to make it more red. He says he feeds his chickens chopped corn and red pepper flakes. That's all. My chickens get a lot of food scraps. And my chickens will eat. And honestly, you know what chickens' favorite thing to eat is? Scrambled eggs. Swear to Christ,
They're cannibals.
if I go out to the chickens and especially when the eggs start getting a little bit old, I'll just scramble all of them and I'll put them in there, and then I'll actually chop up. We have a mortar and pestle, and we'll bake the shells. This is a wintertime thing.
Okay.
But we'll bake the shells in the oven and then crush them up into a powder and mix those in with scrambled eggs, and then take them out to the chickens because that gives them back calcium. They don't get a lot of calcium in the wintertime. So
I can see that. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, if I go out there, I open the door to my pickup, and they just come, they plaster themselves to the gate because they love scrambled eggs.
Damn, I would never have thought about that. I mean, that's basically fucking cannibalism.
Yep. That's what Patrick. Yep, I just said that. Give them ground egg shells in their feed. Yep, they love it. Or oyster shells. If I'll get oyster shells, and you can buy them in a bag, but I take them and clean them up.
Yeah, my in-laws have a farm up in east, like fucking middle of nowhere, Eastern Carolina, and they use oyster shells because they're right on the sound side. They're oysters left and right, and they use oyster shells to ground up oyster shells in their feed as well. I do know about that. You know, let me ask you this one, because this is something that I remembered from way back in basic training, and you know, this is fucking 99. Did you ever, you know, I got put on KP duty twice during basic, and I remember us having to separate our food from the, you know, the freaking paper waste, and I always wondered what the hell that was for. And then my first time on KP, there was some dude that drove around and would pick up all of the solid waste, and he was a hog farmer.
Yep.
And that motherfucker would feed his daggone hogs just off of all the stuff that he was picking up, the food waste wise, from basic training.
I believe that.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a guy here. He has bears and does the same thing.
That's truly recycling right there. You know, how much food waste do we go through a freaking year? I mean, how many fucking times do I have to throw away bananas? You know,
dude, right?
Jesus. Yeah, but think about it. You know, if we did something with all of our food waste and, you know, gave them to these hogs or gave them to the livestock that we were raising to grow our own food, you know, that's true ecology right there.
Right.
We wouldn't have to worry about cow farts and all this bullshit that AOC and, you know, the liberals are worrying about, you know, Antarctica melting and all that. We just need to start feeding them the leftover food that we're throwing them away.
Right.
Not having homeless people dig through dumpsters to get their dinner. Let's do it that way.
You know, I've always wondered, oh God, we're gonna go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
We're gonna go down a rabbit hole.
Just remember, we're taking a break at 9 this time.
We are. We're taking a break in 20. Now, okay. All right. So you know I'm a historian, right?
Yeah.
It's my background. So there was a time in this country before white people where millions, tens of millions of bison, which are larger than cows, lived on the Great Plains, right?
Yeah.
White people came in, shot all the buffalo, and then replaced them with cows. Okay. I mean, this is a very condensed version of the story. Now, of the cows and sheep and horses and all the livestock we've introduced, we still have less head of animals on the Great Plains than we did of bison back at their peak. So,
no shit.
If anything, the amount of farm animals, livestock, has decreased. Greenhouse emissions have decreased from that since the time of. I'm not saying that we don't affect the environment. Not saying that. I'm not a climate change denier. I'm not all of that shit, right? But the argument that we are killing the planet because we eat beef is one of the stupidest arguments I've ever heard in my entire life. And what we've done is we've killed off all the deer and all the elk and all the antelope, and we've replaced them with cows and pigs and sheep. Yeah. And there was way more deer and antelope and bison than there were freaking cows and pigs and sheep. And that's that. I mean, there's more ecology to it than that, and some of the farming practices and I get that, but long story short, that's not an argument that I fucking hate that argument. Why are you goddamn eating meat? Now, I will say that our diet and our transformation of places like, okay, South Dakota, for example, places, have you ever flown across the U.S., like all the way across it?
Yeah, I have.
And so you look out the window and you see the circles from center pivots, their irrigation?
Okay, yes, yeah, I have. In fact, I've seen them, oh, God, going into Denver.
Yep,
Denver,
there's a
I've seen
lot.
them going
Colorado,
into
the Colorado Basin is huge on irrigation. Parts of Wyoming, parts of Nebraska and Kansas. For lack of a better term, okay, like the area kind of west of the Missouri River until the Rocky Mountains was the Great American Desert. That's what traditionally was called the Great. And we still do. We get very little rain here.
Yeah.
And so to compensate for that, there's aquifers all underneath the middle of America. We drill into there and we pump all the water out. Well, that water that we are pumping out does more damage because it's supposed to be down there. There's no groundwater. We pump it all out to water these crops.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, a lot of the corn and soybeans and all that we grow goes to feeding livestock. The majority of the corn we grow doesn't feed you and I. It feeds our cows and our pigs and our chickens, and then we eat them.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, all in all, our country, the United States, is pretty far ahead of most of the world when it comes to, I'm not going to say green energy, but I'll say farming sustainably. Because it's honestly, it's more cost efficient. It's more cost effective for us to do that than to be like the old days where, I have 2 cows and you have 2 cows and that like what they do in China or India or Russia. A lot of those places like that, the farming practices they use aren't as efficient as what we have now. So when you have that efficiency, it comes at like environmental impact is less.
Yeah.
So Phil and he said bison and raccoon are delicious. They are.
Yeah, they are. You know what? And ever since we introduced cows and chickens and everything like that, you know what we've also gotten rid of? Dysentery.
Yep.
Like that shit that if you killed the bison in the Oregon Trail game, you ended up dying from.
From dysentery.
Your kid ended up dying from.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and those facilities are so heavily regulated on their waste, how it's processed, where it goes, all that. It is pretty. I mean, they are pretty crazy. Ever seen or smelled a sugarcane burn off in Louisiana? Yes, I've smelled it, and it's fucking weird. You know what stinks to high hell to me is the fucking oil refineries in like Houston and all that. Houston fucking stinks.
I grew up growing up in Jersey. That's all that I freaking smelled.
Oh yeah, there's refineries out there too.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of refineries up there. Springsteen talked about them, God knows how many times. But yeah, now the refineries that are there, those don't smell the greatest. Those are by far one of the ones where you just don't want to fucking be around around them whatsoever.
Yeah, paper mills. Yes. Ugh.
Paper mills smell like absolute shit.
Yep.
That's the ones that smell the worst.
Paper mills are pretty bad. Yeah. And the thing about paper mills is it smells so bad for so far away. Mm-hmm. Like it hangs in the air. I think the refineries do that too. It kind of hangs in the air for a while. Like if you go across Iowa, go across Iowa on a motorcycle, you can tell when you're by a hog confinement. You can tell. I'm not going to say you can't, but it's like a mile away. You know what I mean? You're within like a mile of it and then it's gone. It's like a skunk. You know what I mean? Like it's like a dead skunk. You pass one, but then it's gone pretty quick. Fucking paper mills smell like gross for fucking makes a whole town smell like shit.
It smells like raw fucking sewage. It truly does.
Oh,
man.
dick. Dick said it gets in your skin when you work in it you smell it for days. I bet, dude.
Ugh, damn.
You know, actually, one of the cleanest places I've ever worked.
Where's that?
Coal mine.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Never thought about that.
Well, and they're open pit mines in Wyoming.
Okay. Yeah.
But the dust control and stuff, because it's coal dust. It has no problem catching on fire, right?
Yeah.
So everything is wet all the time. So all the vehicles are pretty clean. I was a welder. So you get all the welding slag and shit all over you. For the most part, things are clean because they're all constantly getting hosed down so they don't fucking catch on fire, right? Like the ground's all muddy and gross, but I mean, honestly, like all the processing plants and shit are all pretty clean because they have to keep them clean so they don't blow up. I mean, I've never worked underground. I don't know shit about underground. I'm not even going to say that. Okay. But the surface pit mines that I was in were all pretty clean. So the miners don't get out of the trucks and equipment and shit. So they're all clean. Depending on what truck it is. Because some people are just dirty fucking people. Same cars. You get some people's cars are fucking dirty as shit. Yeah, Dick's right. Sewage treatment plants are all pretty clean too. They have to be. They smell like shit. But not so bad.
Yeah.
God, they're fucking paper mills. Yeah, God. Get out east and they're fucking... Where is that? Where were we at that fucking had those so bad? Was that Tennessee or Georgia? Might have been Georgia. That had fucking paper mills that were gross.
And you got me on that. Every time I've gone through Georgia, I've only smelt the freaking swamps. So
yeah.
Now I could tell you, Southern Virginia has a shit ton of paper mills.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's listening now from Virginia and they go down 58, like you're going towards Norfolk on I-95, right by the hell's that, Emporia. If you go from like Emporia all the way down to like Suffolk, Norfolk, Chesapeake, that area on 58, you're gonna smell nothing but those damn paper mills for a good 40 freaking miles. When I smoked, I made sure that I did not have a cigarette from the time that I got off of I-95 until I hit like freaking one of the 64s that were over there in the Hampton Roads areas, because if not, it fucking stunk. It was just that damn bad. I mean, and then it's funny because, you know, the freaking people from down there, if they ever go up to New Jersey, every single one of them think that the gas refineries stink terrible. Motherfuckers, damn inbreeding, low IQ bastards. You got no freaking clue what the hell that smell is.
It's fucking weird.
Sorry, I just got pissed off at my family.
You're fine. I'm just trying to figure out
for calling me a Yankee all these damn years.
No, well, because Dick just messaged me and said it locked up, but I'm green on Restream and it's coming live through WTF Moments. So
yeah, and I'm on the radio page,
and it's still going through there. Huh?
We're good. Yeah, we're good on we're good on both pages. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So all right then. Well, I guess Dick sucks. I don't know.
Well, I guess Dick's internet must suck. That's the problem.
Probably. Hey, we got it from King Smith. Got his internet from King Smith.
He's got Kaz's computer and King Smith's internet. That's what's happening.
Oh shit! All right, good. I was making sure it's not all fucked up because sometimes it does that. Sometimes it fucks up on me, and I just like, oh my god, because I'm not very good at this. Not. I'll preach that to the end. You know what? Someday I am going to be good at this, but not today.
You're at least operating on OBS. I mean, for crying out loud, we're still using Restream.
God, you know what though? Honestly, I didn't hate it.
What, using Restream exclusively?
I didn't hate it when I was on with King. I don't know. I don't know enough about it to like set it up right. I do like being able to like. To transition scenes and stuff like that. I've gotten kind of handy at it. I'm not good at building the scenes like some of these guys are. You know what I mean? Like I need to be better at it. I wish I could make some cooler. But I was looking at it like I actually kind of like our background right now. I kind of like that, just being in the black. Like I was kind of looking for some cool background stuff. But like okay, like my smoke pit logo, it has like a black square around it. It's not clear. so I can't like put. But I was like, you know what? It looks good in black. I like it.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean, it looks good this way. When we got it set up, it looks all right. You know,
yeah.
it's. I mean, I'll just say this. I mean, we all look like a polished turd compared to freaking CQ and what he does on the show and everything.
CQ
Christ.
and Ice too. Ice is pretty handy and all this stuff,
good,
and Cause too. They all have cool shit.
Yeah.
But I kind of like having this like, I kind of had mine set up like CQ did, where the co-host is kind of like in a small little bubble in the corner. Except for I can't make the cool bubbles that he can. But I kind of like this side-by-side thing. Like, I don't know, you're equal to me. Just because I'm pushing the buttons doesn't make you any fucking less important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it. So, Dick said it was totally my internet, but look at the face it froze on. You can go look at it. I'm sure it was probably funny.
Dude, let's see.
No, but look at your face. Oh, yeah, I look high as fuck. You're right, Dick. I look retarded. You're good.
That's another thing about farming that I'm wondering about. How many, all of these freaking farms and everything, when the fuck are we actually going to start getting these damn marijuana farms going? I mean, I'm serious. I
You're
want
right.
to see like full-scale industrial marijuana farms run by fucking Philip Morris. I want to see the environmental impact studies about having an actual fucking marijuana farm. And yeah, I already know sunlight and hydration, it's not that great, and you got to put fucking fluorescent lights over it. Okay,
Right.
blah blah blah. I want free range weed. I want to have fucking vegan free range weed, and I want to see how those farms are actually operating.
I'm actually surprised. I'm going to stereotype people. I generally do this, but not out loud. But okay, and I'm not against smoking weed. I'm gonna get that out there right now. I'm not against it. I don't, but I'm not against it. Okay.
All right.
But you think with the people, a lot of my friends who smoke weed are on that holistic lifestyle, right? Prefer holistic things. Okay. Now, but there's no way they'd smoke ditchweed. No way they'd smoke ditchweed. They have to have like high quality fucking this strain is da 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 da. You know everything fucking about it, right?
This was cross pollinated sativa mixed with some bullshit. Yeah.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I showing that I am one of those guys that knows all this shit?
Good for you, buddy. But what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like, it's kind of like someone who's like, look at this craft brew I got. That's got all this very hoppy aftertones and fucking da-da-da. Like, it's a fucking beer, bro. Let's fucking shotgun this bitch and do another one. You know what I mean? So I get it. But, like a lot of my hippie friends, you think they want it like, oh man, that's some free range weed that I picked out of a ditch on the side of the interstate or some shit. Or like you're saying, have a big actual farm of it.
Yeah.
And I understand. I think someday we're gonna have that. You're gonna have people who are. I bet if you did that, Coach. I bet if you did that, you'd have some buyers.
Oh yeah, I definitely have.
I mean, this is my hippie weed. I don't even know what the fuck call it. Like free range weed? Is that what you call it? I don't know.
Yeah. Microbrew weed. Actually, I take it everybody who has to have a pot in their house or an actual plant in their house is doing their own microbrew or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
No, man. Freaking okay. Somebody actually told me this once, and it was kind of funny. This guy literally made freaking gin in his bathtub.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's into like these craft brew, whiskeys and all this stuff. Well, I age my thing in, gunpowder oak barrels and let it listen to Mozart over there. Yeah, fuck you. I'm getting drunk the same way you are, and I'm using my fucking bathtub. What are you gonna do about that?
Right.
It's all going to be processed in the same damn way. Oh, right. Jesus. And you just reminded me, on Friday, I get to finally go see a freaking dispensary for the first time in several months.
Oh, do you? Nice. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm actually heading up to Jersey Friday. I take an entire week off. So, yeah, I'm going to be in the Pocono Mountains all next week.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Definitely need to get some weed up there because, I want to get it's not Rocky Mountain High. What the fucking Appalachian High? or whatever whatever chain of mountains it is. I don't even fucking know.
It's one of them fucking mountains, and I got to be there. So
yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's cool. I'm proud of you. It'll be fun. You go out there, go to some dispensaries, and get some action going.
Yeah. Last time I went in there, my wife got pissed off because, well, I mean, I'm not going to say that I used a veteran discount, but I went in there. I went in there with a certain organization I'm not allowed to talk about on air. That I have unbelievable amounts of fucking gear for. And I went in there wearing a shirt, wearing a hat, being the stooge that I am for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I freaking go in there and he's like, "So you're a veteran, huh?" "Yeah, man. Hey, look, normally I sell this for 50, but I'll give it to you for 40. "All right, fine. Fuck off. Yeah, hell yeah. I'll be happy about that." I was so happy. I literally bought a freaking pen battery right there. I ended up, smoking it on the way, taking a couple vape hits on the way home. By the time I got home, I was already, because it had been so long since I had done it, I was already stumbling up the stairs and looking for the Entenmann's chocolate donuts immediately upon getting into the freaking house, into my brother's house. He was like, "Oh yeah, that ain't gonna be a good time." But oh yeah, it fucking was. My wife was pissed.
Dick said, "I don't think we will in our lifetime, as long as we have life for politicians in Washington." What do you think?
Got a point. You got a little,
because here's my thing with it, and this is what I firmly believe when it comes to politicians, is if their lobbyists want it, we'll get it.
Yeah.
And so when Philip Morris and R.J. Reynolds and Anheuser-Busch, or all these companies, can figure out a way to make money off it, more money. Let me switch this chain. Let me change gears a little bit. We're going to downshift. When they can make more money off of it than the pharmaceutical companies can make, suppressing it. Because that's your coalition. That's your challengers, is the pharmaceutical companies, right?
Yeah.
So they have a pretty strong lobby. So does Big Tobacco, and so does alcohol and everyone. I think Big Tobacco's kind of gotten kicked in the nuts over and over and over again, and kind of had to throttle back on things. It's an issue they can use to get reelected, just like abortion, just like guns, and anything other big ticket items they could have taken care of several times over, but didn't. I agree.
Yeah.
But like I said, when the politicians, when their lobbyists can make enough money and be like, "Hey, nah, fuck, cut it off, we're done," just go ahead, let them do it. That's when that's when we'll see it. That's when politicians will approve it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's sitting in what seat in Washington. I think we've all figured that out by now.
Yeah.
Dick said, "I didn't say left or right, but both sides play the games." Absolutely. And politicians aren't. Look at fucking Glitch McConnell. Dude doesn't even know where he's at. He gets asked questions and fucking locks up because he's having a stroke. He's actively having a stroke on camera. And then 20 minutes later has a fucking very eloquent tweet, or fucking this big long worded fucking document about the war against Hamas or some shit, right? He's not writing that, his fucking staffers are, dude. He's sitting there in the corner fucking all bugged out because he's literally having a stroke.
You know what he needs? He needs some medicinal.
That's
does.
What
he needs.
He does. Probably. No, because all the uppers he's on, they got to be pumping him full of so much shit, dude. He's just free bracing coke right now. They're just fucking they're just getting him going just to fucking, he died 7 months ago and they just keep him alive as a figurehead. That's what they did for Dianne Feinstein until she started rotting so bad.
That's what they did with Feinstein. What was the one Ruth Bader Ginsburg? They did that too. Shit, she was falling asleep during the freaking State of the Union.
They just started rotting in place. So they're like, all right, they're done. Sorry about it. They just give him a cocktail of cocaine and formaldehyde every morning, and it keeps him going. Long enough to get reelected for another term.
Yep.
Fuck. Yeah, term limits for senators. Term limits for fucking everybody. Everybody. Ain't no need.
Yeah.
People forget this country wasn't supposed to be just left or right. Where's the independents like George Washington? I don't know, dude. You know where the independents are? We're right here in the fucking middle. Be like, fuck, dude, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do with these fucks. I don't even know what to do.
All the independents don't want to fucking be around here. And you try running on an independent ticket, you're gonna get fucked either way.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a buddy of mine, a fellow veteran.
Mm-hmm.
He ran as an independent for the city council in the district. He only got freaking 10% of the vote.
Yep.
The rest of it went to the person who has been there for forever and has let Fayetteville become a shithole.
Yep.
And then the other one was the other party's nomination. The independent guys don't get shit. And that's the thing that kills it, is that we're all independent voters, but we don't ever recognize the independent candidates.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, I promised you a break.
Yeah.
I promised you a break. So we'll take a quick one. How about 4 minutes? How's that sound?
Yeah, it gives me enough time to run upstairs, go to the bathroom. I'll be all
yep.
right. Yeah,
so we're gonna Crips and the Bloods these days. Yep, that's the Democrats and Republicans. That's what it is. All right, so we are gonna take about a 4-minute break, and we'll be right back. Shots.
Wear a condom? We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shot.
Hey, everybody, we be back.
Yes, we're back.
I just looked down. I was like, oh, the song's over. I got to pause. See, I don't even know how I would do that if we were just using Restream. I know how to do it on here, but I don't know how to do it on Restream. So
we just play a video, and I've got no idea. I mean, maybe that's the reason why we just go on for like 2 hours at a time on Sundays. You know? Just fucking go. Yeah.
Captain Wayne says, in other news, there's a new book, How to Control Massive Populations for Dummies, USA edition. And the audio edition is available for those who can't read.
Well, we definitely need something like that. I mean, I can barely read.
I'm gonna read that. I don't even be doing all this reading bullshit. So,
you know, at your work, you don't have like a book club, do you? Or
no.
Like your manager prescribes you that shit?
No, fuck all that, dude. No, dude. Okay, so at my work,
yeah.
There is, in my little corner of the world at work, there's like 4 of us, and I'm the boss, and the other 3 guys don't give a fuck. So, I'm not going to say I don't give a shit, because I do. I like my job. I really, I've kind of told you about what I do. I really enjoy the program that I'm part of.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fucking slave driver. You know what I mean? Like, you guys do what you want. You cutting trees down? Yep. Are you getting hurt? Nope. You having fun? Sure enough. All right, tight. Keep working. Yeah. You keep working, I'll keep the money coming in. You know what I mean? Kind of.
Yeah.
So that's how I roll, and I think the separation of powers is good, and I mean it works out fine for everybody. Are all their names Daryl? I fucking wish. That'd be awesome. One of them's name is Dan. Does that count? I like Dan. Dan's my crew leader, so I like Dan a lot. And then I have 2 guys that work under Dan. So it works out great. I think it's pretty cool. So
now my manager, she has given us like a book that we're going to read every year and like sit down and discuss it. Like,
what? Is it like Sun Tzu or some shit?
Nah. I wish it was Sun Tzu, but no. We just got freaking what the hell is this one we're talking about? It's something about, you remember those resiliency freaking classes and training that the Army rolled out around 2013 and that everybody
I was retired. I was retiring.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Yeah.
All right, I became a master resilience trainer, and I had to teach these classes.
Sounds dumb as fuck, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, but it was. I mean, I'll say this: it was the Army's way to put a fucking Band-Aid on the broken, on the broken femur. So, I taught these resiliency classes, and a lot of it had to do with the way we interact with a lot of different people.
Right.
And, there was like certain ways of communication that, like, how would I put this? Your passive aggressive, your passive denials, your active denials, and your active aggressives. And like the active aggressive is apparently the best way to talk to somebody. All of these other ways kind of go into negatives of, how people have it. And basically what it is what we're trying to do is what this book is talking about is validating somebody when they're talking to them. You know how, like, when your wife comes in there and she says, "Oh, I've had a shitty day, with the kids," and you hear her talk about it, but then you respond with, "Well, why didn't you do this?" "Well, oh, that sucks," or "Oh, blowing it off," and just trying to validate their feelings of, "Hey, I agree with you. That must really suck," things like that. That's what this whole fucking book's about.
That sounds dumb as fuck.
I mean, yes, it is, but in a customer service kind of way.
No,
I can see.
No.
Okay.
Because we live in this society where the customer is always right. You know what? I've been customer service and I've been a customer, and sometimes customers are fucking wrong. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't gotta validate the feelings. Sometimes, like, dude, you gotta be tactful. That's one thing. Okay. Just gotta move this a little bit. Patrick said, I've never sat through so many 8-hour classes of just suck it up before MRT. Yeah, probably sounds about right.
Yes, that's about the best way to kind of sum this up.
Now, okay.
MRT is useless at the Army level. It truly freaking is.
Okay.
I mean, you got somebody who's pissed off like me constantly, and freaking telling you, "Hey, don't spiral out of control and act like in a better way towards other people, and you'll build your resilience."
Right.
Yeah, that ain't gonna.
That ain't happening.
No, it's like having Mitch McConnell trying to teach you not to freeze up.
Now, okay, so your customer service shit, right?
Yeah.
I remember I had a first sergeant, and this was when I first came in the Marine Corps, and he was like, "Radar, one of the best things you can ever learn in this life is tact." And I was like, "Oh." He's like, "Do you know what tact is?" I said, "No, I didn't." I was like fucking 18. He goes, "Tact is telling somebody to go to hell and have them ready to pack for the trip." And that is the best explanation I've ever heard of tact in my entire life. Now, in customer service, you are going to deal with customers who are wrong, who are very wrong.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Case in point. Okay, I used to work I was a front desk at a hotel. Okay, when I was going through college, and I had people come into my hotel. Okay, and say, "Where's the pool?" I don't have a pool. You have a pool? No, I have a pool. When I was here last time, you had a pool. This place has never had a pool. You know what I mean? And argue with me, and I'm like, dude, I've worked here for 2 years, 3 years now. And I know the history of this place. I used to come here when I was a little kid with my grandpa. Guess what? Never had a pool. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well, when I was here that last time, we had a pool. No, you didn't, dude. Sorry about it. This place, we have a creek out back, but we don't have a pool. Never had a pool ever. So having that tact, like, well, sir, I think you might have us mistaken with another property because we don't have one, and you can kind of calm them down and get you can't be a customer's already right. No, customer's wrong as fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so when people, and I feel so badly for customer service people right now, because the world is so short-staffed and people are such fucking pricks. But in that same scope, the customer service representatives don't have any tact. They don't give a fuck. They'll tell you to fuck the fuck off. So what's that going to do? It's going to cause more arguments. It's going to escalate the situation instead of toning it down, right? So we don't need to validate
true.
people's fucking feelings. You need to learn how to de-escalate the situation.
Well, validating the feelings when it comes down to, if they have a valid point, yes, you can understand that. Okay, all right, and I'll use my example. If I don't select somebody, I'll use my work.
Yeah.
So if I don't select somebody to go to, a fucking NASCAR race.
Yeah.
All right. And the guy replies back saying, you only pick your friends, or you only pick a certain group of people, or you don't do this or something like that. Obviously he's fucking wrong.
Right.
But if I get somebody who says, hey, I have never been on an event before and other people are going on to this event, but I wasn't picked to go to it, that seems to be unfair. That's where I have to validate their feelings of frustration about it and let them know, hey, there is some type of circumstance that of the reason why you can't go. Or in my sense, it would have been a fucking error on my part of why this guy has never been to an event and he got denied to go to that.
But you could also okay. Everyone thinks they deserve everything, right?
That's true. Yeah.
If I apply for one of these events, I think I'm going to get it. I think I deserve it for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I don't, and I'm not saying whoever gets I've had to do this. Okay, this is like what I do with my children a lot. Okay, like my daughter's a senior. Okay.
Yeah.
She's in drama, has been for all 4 years of high school. She applied, she tried out for a part, right, in this musical. She didn't get it. She was gutted. She didn't get it. And a junior got it. And I said to her, I said, do you think that you deserve the part? She said, yeah. I'm like, if you didn't apply for it, if you didn't try out for it, would she not fit the bill? She's like, well, no, she's going to be fine in it. She's fine. She's actually probably better than me. I was like, there you go. Just because you're a senior doesn't mean you get that part. You know what I mean? And it's because, and I know what you do, so I'm not going to get into the whole lot, but I'm just saying, just because I'm a certain way, I think I deserve it, doesn't mean that someone else doesn't deserve it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you only have one to give out, well, sorry about it. Hey, sorry about it, Radar. Like, maybe next time, buddy. Keep trying. I'll see what I can do. You don't have to be shitty about it. You don't have to be fucking, use that tact. I'm sorry about it. Like Dick said, where'd he go? I learned that being tactful can be fun. And when people get ugly, I start to be the nicest person you've ever met. This is coming from Dick. I know you don't know Dick, okay? You've never met my Dick. Dick.
No, I've never met your Dick.
Dick is not a nickname. It's a reputation for him. This is the man, when we were single, we were young Marines running around Fort Worth, Texas. He would go up to bitches. And I say bitches because they were.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, you want to fuck? That was his pickup. That was all he would say. You'd be astonished the amount of times that worked. But also, as you'd imagine, it didn't always work. He didn't give a shit. Dick didn't care. Dick doesn't give a fuck. Dick does not give a shit about anybody's feelings but Dick's.
If he had a 200 batting average on that one, it's still fucking.
It's fucking, yeah, right. And it saved him a lot of money. He didn't have to buy nobody drinks. He didn't fucking waste no time, whatever. Right? So if Dick has learned this, that being tactful and telling people to fuck off, basically, in a tactful way, is fun, just saying it's kind of fun. He has come to the dark side of that.
Oh, God.
I didn't go home alone many nights. That's right, you didn't, dude. I know, I was right there. Oh, I know. In all fairness, I had a gunnery sergeant that his mantra was go fat early and beat the rush. That girl's fucking 280 at 10 o'clock. She's 280 at 2 o'clock. You're willing to take her home at 2 o'clock. Be ready to take her home at 10. If you're lucky, you can get a twofer. Hell, you might get a hat trick. You start early enough. Fuck it.
Go back to the same place.
Yeah. Might have a sore cheek a few times. That's right. And fat girls need loving too, man. Oh, and what do you say? He used to say that. Oh God, I'm probably gonna get canceled for this. Pussy has no name, age, face, or weight. It has mileage, and I completely agree with that. Completely agree with that.
Oh God.
Dicks the same way. Dicks are the same way.
Yes, they are. Yes.
So it's called.
I mean, if you've seen a set of 50-year-old balls, inside your mirror, you can definitely attest to that.
Fucking mud flaps.
Yeah, Jesus Christmas, those things are hanging down there almost close to mid thigh by now. Gravity has taken its toll on that part.
Yep. Yep, like mopeds. That's right. Fuck, I should get a moped. That sounds fun as shit.
I had one in Hawaii.
Yeah,
it was all right in Hawaii, but now I see everybody on the mopeds now, and oh God, they piss me off so bad when they're driving because they're driving in the fucking slow lane. They can't drive on the sidewalk, or they don't have a sidewalk, and then they take the middle of the fucking road. So while they're going uphill and they can only go 25 and the speed limit's 50, you're getting all pissed off at them.
Captain Wayne says his friend got busted in the head with a pipe a girl was carrying in her purse once. Holy shit. Wow. Get busted with a pipe? Holy fuck. I seen Dick get slapped. I think he even got fucking like punched one time, but it's a big Texas gal, but yeah. Dick said he rented them in Guam and Hawaii, then jumped on his Harley when he got home. The Harley had a lot more power when you crank it. Yes. Now, but mopeds are fun. And that's the hard part for me here, I think, because I live in a small town, a smallish town. It's like 15,000 people, right?
Yeah.
Definitely not a city by any means.
Yeah.
So it'd be fine for like running to the store and shit. But honestly, for what they cost, I can buy a side-by-side and do it. I used to have a side-by-side. I actually did that quite a bit. And then I quit.
Huh.
That was handy. Because here you can drive side-by-sides on the road. You just got to pay for the plate, get them registered, whatever.
Yeah. All right. Side-by-side is the same thing as a golf cart, right?
No. Side-by-sides are like a Ranger or a Razor or a...
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm about?
Yeah.
They go, dude, mine, I had a 500 and it would go about 70 miles an hour.
Holy shit.
Some of like the Ranger or the Razor turbos and shit, they'll go like 120.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're crazy, dude. Some of like the Can-Am ones too are fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, those are pretty freaking bad. We got to.
They're basically cars, and they're fucking. Some of those are like $35,000-$45,000.
Yeah,
they're not cheap. Some of them, like mine, was like $5,000. I used mine to push snow in the driveway and shit. Like it was pretty cool. It was great for like going out like to the lake and shit, and carry some dead fish in the back. No one gives a shit, kind of,
Yeah,
but and they get. I don't know. Like I said, mine is pretty good.
Oh, excuse me. No, my the same farmer part on my family, they've got a couple of them that they use, to go out on the throughout the farm and check the crops and everything. But around here, everything where I'm at in Fayetteville is all fucking cars. You don't get any side by sides, and if you do, you're taking it out fucking mudding, on the back trails of Bragg or wherever you see around here. But I have seen a couple of them that this small ass town, like they'll use their side by sides, but mainly golf carts. Like they'll go to the fucking Food Lion or the Chinese restaurant right next to it, and you'll see like 5 of them just all parked in the freaking parking spots instead of them using their cars out there. I mean, if I had one of them, just to kind of run around, do errands, I'd fucking do it.
I love mine for that. When I worked in town,
here, never do it. Yeah.
I worked in town. I loved it, dude. And they get mine. I said mine was a 500, and mine got like 50 something miles a gallon. It was great for shit like that, for putzing around, and has a little bed in the back. Get some groceries, throw them in there, or whatever. I wouldn't want to go like. And there's people that do, and I did some. Like you go up in the, I live in the mountains, and there's trails and shit you can go up there. It's really dusty and dirty and shitty though. After a while, that's really not as much fun as people make it out to be. It's kind of like, it's like what rednecks do when you can't snowmobile. Like you take the side by side out. And it's equally miserable. Like it's either fucking 20 degrees below zero on a snowmobile, or you're just eating dust on a fucking side by side. So but they're fun. They're good. Ton of them in the Ozarks and Northern Arkansas, I bet. Yeah. Well, and some states you can drive them on the road, and some you can't. Kind of depends on the state. But Like, it's kind of whatever. We got a lot of people come in from Minnesota and Iowa and the eastern part of the state, and then Montana, North Dakota. So, North Dakota, just north of me, about 4 or 5 hours north of me is the oil fields up there.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever been around oil field boys or not, but they're
not really.
They're basically privates that make $150,000 to $250,000 a year. Remember we talked about earlier with the football players, like what would happen if you give a private fucking $200,000 a year? Go to the oil field and you'll see. And a lot of those guys, they do shift work, so they'll do like 3 weeks on, 1 week off, or 2 on, 2 off, or they get like a 10-day weekend every month or whatever. Kind of depends on the crew they're on.
Yeah.
And so for those 10 days, they are drunk as fuck. They're high. And they're on a brand new Harley, a brand new side-by-side, or a brand new boat, or a brand new camper hauled by a brand new pickup. Like, they're just fucking nuts, dude. They don't give a shit. That's like, I've seen dudes come in from like Sturgis, 2 Sturgis from the oil patch, and they bought their bike like fucking 2 days ago. They put it in the back of their brand new Dodge pickup, drive it down here, and then they fucking get to an accident because they don't have fucking ride their motorcycle. Then they just like leave it. And I'm like, oh, I'm done with this. Yeah, best deal on toys was the best deal around on toys is when the oil field tanks. Absolutely. When fucking COVID hit and oil went down to like $2 a barrel or some shit, or negative.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, you could have bought like a $100,000 boat for like 20 grand.
No shit.
Yeah, I almost did too. Side by sides were Harleys, brand new Harleys going for like 7 grand, dude. I saw a brand new Street Glide had like 250 miles on it for going for like 7 grand, dude. Because they're trying to get
shit.
they're trying to shed their payments.
Yeah, that's exactly
because they got shut down. So they're
understand that.
Yep, campers, pickups, all that shit.
Jeez.
So if oil ever fucking tanks again, I'll let you know, and you can come out and get a brand new motorcycle or a boat or some
Hell
shit.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I might buy a brand new Jeep out that.
Fuck, dude, seriously, yeah. Anything that's a toy, they'll fucking like that, dude. But they fucking snatch them up though too. So, yeah. I mean, but fuck, you go up there, dude, and like even if you just get on like Facebook for up there and look at like the Facebook Marketplace, whenever like new ones come out, it's like look at what's the fuck's the name of that town? Williston, North Dakota.
Okay.
And if you just get on fucking Facebook Marketplace up there and like look at the shit, like it's pretty good prices on shit because I just want to sell. Okay, like right now, you can probably get a motorcycle or a side by side pretty cheap because they all live in apartments.
Yeah.
So there's nowhere to put their Harley. They don't want to fucking store it somewhere. They don't want to pay for storage on it, so they'll sell the motorcycle now, and they'll go buy a new one next year. They don't give a shit. They'll sell it for not pennies on the dollar, but you get a pretty good deal on one, and then you fucking turn around and they'll turn around next year and go buy a new one if they like it. If they don't, they won't. You know, they'll take that money they just sold their motorcycle for and go buy a new snowmobile or buy an ice fishing hut or some shit like that. It's great.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, look, all of them can't serve in the military, so we got to have Joe's someone out running around here. So
yeah,
it's buying up stupid money shit.
Yep, it's Flip City. That's right. And honestly, and they pay cash. I mean, the smart ones pay cash. The smart ones pay cash, but a lot of them, they just want to get out of that payment, and they'll put like a good chunk down. You know what I mean? If they're spending $35,000 on a side by side, they'll put down 20 grand or 15 grand, and then they finance the other 20. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've always wanted to do ice fishing. Okay, you want to pretend? Okay, here's what you do: is you go outside and it's 20 degrees below zero, it's cold as fuck, and you drive out to the middle of the ice. And you sit on a bucket with a little bitty fishing pole and drill a hole in the ice. And you sit there and you don't fucking catch nothing all day long. With the wind, your beard turns to ice and it's fucking bullshit. And then you go back home empty-handed. It's fucking, ice fishing sucks. I even had like a little hut, dude. I even had like a little hut with a heater. It still sucks. It's still cold. Because you're on the ice. So you don't ever, you can't get warm. If that makes any sense. Like even like in the fucking, in the little hut thing, like you can maybe get it to where you don't see your breath in there. I had a fucking pretty good size heater. And it's an insulated tent. But even your feet are always cold because of the ice. Your feet are on the ice all the time. It sucks. And when your hands get wet, the water is like 28 degrees because it's literally under ice. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go ice fishing.
No,
to
it's
be
fucking
honest
bullshit.
with you, man. I'd rather be out on a boat going trawling and doing that shit during
I'd rather
nice
be,
weather.
and even I like fishing. I love fishing. I'll go out. Fuck, I'd go right now if I could. And you throw your poles out and crack a fucking beer or something, and you just sit there and maybe catch some fish. Maybe you don't. But you know what? I'm in some shorts and some flip flops and a t-shirt, maybe a hoodie. If it's a little chilly at night, it's cool, man. But when you gotta no. If your feet are cold, you have the right boots. No, it's so fucking. It sucks, dude. I have nice boots. I still have nice boots. It fucking sucks. Ice fishing is bullshit. The only way I would ever do it again, ever, and I grew up doing it, and I fucking try to like it. I can't. The only way that now they have like campers, full ass fucking campers that like the axles flip up and they sit flat on the ice. Then I might do it. Then I might do it. No, but it still fucking sucks, dude. No. I can just get drunk here.
Freezing your ass off. You're still freezing your ass off.
I can get drunk in my basement and not have to buy a camper to go pull it on the fucking ice and just get drunk and catch some little perch. Fuck that. It's dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
They even have. My buddy had a camera and you put it down there and you can like see your bait and shit and fucking fish will like swim up by it and like sniff it and then fuck around and swim away because it's like cold, so they don't want to eat. Fuck that. No. It's gay.
See, I always thought that they wanted to eat, especially if they were underneath the ice like that. But I mean, damn.
Because they're cold. That like slows their metabolism down and shit.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Huh.
So they don't. I mean, sometimes they sometimes they will. But most part they won't. You put a fucking minnow down there or a grub or some shit, and they fucking look at it. That pissed me off. I made my buddy pull it out. I was like, dude, I just would pretend there's no fucking fish there. I'd rather you told me there's no fucking fish there.
See, man, you ever watch Jeff Foxworthy and his comedy specials?
Yeah, some. Yeah.
So he had a bit about that, like about just imagine what the fish was thinking, especially when they're ice fishing. I saw this hole and I thought I was going up to heaven. And then I met God. He was wearing a Dale Earnhardt Jr. shirt and a Busch Light hat and had a whole bunch of beer cans around him. And he looked at me and said, "It's not your time, buddy," and then brought me right back. It's like a near-death experience.
And it's partially, I mean, I'm going to invent a 3-person fishing submarine with spear torpedoes. That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's already been invented by the drug smugglers from Venezuela and Cuba.
One of the guys that works for me
for a while.
One of the guys that works for me, he's a big spear fisherman.
Yeah,
and he goes scuba diving and shit, and the water around here is super clear, right? Because it's all mountain lakes and shit.
Yeah,
he's always fucking catching like massive pike and shit. Kind of want to do that sometime. I kind of don't. It sounds fucking.
You ever do spear fishing or harpoon fishing while snorkeling or scuba diving?
No, I never have. I thought it might be kind of fun for a minute, but I was like, nah, lazy. I'd rather just fucking throw some lines in, and when my fucking bell rings, I'll go pull a fish in. It's kind of how I do. Because I just like fishing. Fishing has devolved for me. I tried really hard for a lot of years to fish. Like we'd go out and we'd catch a lot. We catch a lot of fish. We try, but we get to do the math about it. And by the time you pay for bait and the gas to drive out to the lake and your license and all the shit, you're paying like $40 a pound for fish.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's even when you catch a lot of fish. So kind of what's the point? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, nah. I did free dive fishing for years. Heath did.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's fun. Now that's something where you got to keep track of all your gear, because by the time that you're done, if you're going either snorkeling and fishing with the freaking with the harpoon, or you're doing that with trying to do it bow fishing, like who the hell put that on there?
Dick said, yeah,
Dick said that.
Uh-huh.
Man, you're gonna end up losing you're gonna lose it, especially if you miss that damn fish. And then it's just like a pain in the ass because now you got to go back up, and especially if you're snorkeling, catch some air, dive back down, hope the tide or hope the current didn't freaking move your daggone thing from where it was, and then try to find the harpoon again, and then go back out and try to find another fish. It's fucking exhausting, man.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just want to sit on the bank and fucking. I want to set my camper up, catch some fish, and just kind of enjoy it. And I think that made me, when I made that transition to just like, okay, we catch some fish, we don't. It's not a big deal. And it's more, I have kids too, so I spend half the day fucking on fucking their shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I want to change a lure again. Fuck that. Next time, I think when my tackle box gets empty, maybe I should just like empty my tackle box and just get a bunch of the same shit. It's all the same. It's all the same. So it's just the same color rattle traps. It's all I have in there. Be like, oh, it's the same thing. I can change it if you want, but it's the same fucking thing. I don't know. But I just put on like minnows. I use a crappie rig with a minnow and a night crawler, and I cast the fuck out, and I put my rod in a rod holder, and then I go help the fucking kids untangle their shit because God forbid I don't know, not bird's nests are fucking real every time we cast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So yeah.
That happens every fucking time. It ain't gonna matter when the hell it is.
My fucking daughter did it with like a Zebco 33, the old school like push button Zebco. She's like, Daddy, it won't work. I was like, why? And I opened it up and just fucking blind everybody. Like, how the fuck did you do it on a Zebco? It's not an open face nothing. It's like it's a Barbie pole with a Zebco reel on. How'd you even do this? I'm fucking crazy. Whatever.
Oh,
man. I do like fishing though.
Yeah, fishing's fun. It is. It just does become a pain in the ass sometimes when you're dealing more with the equipment than you are just chilling and waiting for the damn fish. You ever fish with shrimp?
Yes and no. Not live shrimp. Yeah. I have used like shrimp tails for catfish before.
Yeah,
but I've never used live shrimp.
So why the fuck are we gonna go fishing for a fish that's $2 a pound with a fish that's $9 a pound?
Yes.
To me, that just seems so uneconomical. It's not even fucking funny.
Actually, you know what though? You say that. Well, and this is why I did. I did not go buy like a thing of shrimp cocktail to fish with it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah,
but my kid wanted some. One of my kids loves shrimp. And so we had like 4 or 5 pieces left over. And I was like, you know what? I bet catfish would love the shit out of this. So I put it on a big fucking hook, and I actually caught a pretty good sized catfish off of a shrimp tail. But yeah, you're right. People, honestly, fucking some of that bait is more expensive. Like fucking minnows, dude.
Yeah, minnows are pretty damn expensive.
Fuck anymore, they are.
If you get them in a freaking tannerite with a water.
I saw that. I wasn't gonna say it out loud. I wasn't gonna say that out loud.
Yeah, that'll definitely get you some fish, Crocodile Dundee. All right, you'll definitely fucking do that. But yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I was saying. Now I just got thrown off of tannerites.
I don't even. Oh, pickled sausage. You know who else likes pickled sausage? Kids. Anyway, you were talking about minnows.
Yeah, the minnows. I usually go swim. I usually go fishing over by the beach.
Yeah.
And right by the docks, you will always see the damn minnows. It was a hell of a lot easier for me just to cast a net and catch the minnows that I was going to use for that. Like I would scoop the net, the minnow net down like once or twice. I'd catch at least like 5 minnows, and then I'd be able to cast them out there. It was easier for me to do that than go to the damn thing and like get a whole fucking bag of them for $20 and by the time that you catch them, they're gonna end up being dead by the time that you get to your fishing spot.
I have a buddy of mine. He's actually got like a minnow trap, and he puts it in the water, and but he camps for like 2 weeks at a time. You know what I mean? Okay. And he leaves it out, and he puts some like we have a fish hatchery close to here.
Okay. Yeah.
And so he'll go and get like a bag of fish food from the fish hatchery for like $1. And it's like a big ass paper bag. It's made to throw out to their fish, but doesn't give a shit. And he'll take that and he'll put it like in the bottom of his minnow trap, and minnows come in there to eat it, and then he catches all these fucking minnows. Anyway, yeah. Oh, fucking minnows, leeches. We use a lot of leeches later on in the year too. Those were pretty good.
I've never used leeches. I mean, we don't have that many up around here.
Yeah,
you know, but
yeah, I wonder how leeches would
actually
work.
We do, but I don't go fishing in that area.
Mhm.
That's like the freaking swamps and Cape Fear freaking area down that way. If I do that stuff,
Captain Wayne says he caught a 20-pound catfish on a blunt roach. That's awesome.
Hell yeah!
Oh, but see, okay, we have something up here that we do different, or is different from like down south or whatever, right?
Okay.
Because we get winter, right? So we have like the water changes, right? So we have a very, you won't find any leeches right now in the water. They'll kind of die, and when water gets cold and ices up. And I don't know how they work. There's like insects. Like, where the fuck do flies go in the wintertime? Nobody knows. They just come the fuck back, right? Leeches the same way.
Yeah.
And they grow back. So you can't, you fish them in the wintertime or, in the summertime.
Flies go down to Florida for the winter.
Probably
they migrate.
So, I mean, you have to like kind of be on it. And like same with like minnows, if minnows aren't out yet and you start tossing minnows, they might work, but they might not. The fish kind of know what bait is supposed to be around. You know what I mean? Like, they're not dumb.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but if you're in a warm weather area where there's always kind of minnow. I mean, you have a spawn season, but there's still a lot of that stuff survives.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But anyway, it is getting close to shutting up time.
Yeah.
So
we're definitely not going 3 fucking hours.
No, my back hurts. Dude, my chair's. This is better than my work chair. I've been fucking killing it. This is the end of the month or end of the quarter, and it's the end of the fiscal year too. So I have to do my yearly and quarterly reports and shit. I'm just like, I'm tired. So anyway, let's start putting a lid on this, huh? I looked at the calendar, and unless something got scheduled in the last couple hours, we didn't have any guests coming up. I didn't see any anyway.
Nah, I don't think we have guests. I mean, shit, I know we ain't got a guest on our show. I don't know if CQ's got anything, and I'm on instead of Spanky tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, you're on all the shows. You should know about all the guests.
Yeah, I know. Jesus.
Well, and next week.
Well, you know what? Actually, I take that. You know what? I don't think there's one. You know what? I have not been on Pop Culture Warrior this year. I've obviously been on the Sports Bar.
Right.
I've been on the Monday edition with Ice at the beginning of this year. I did Friday Night Freedom because did a impromptu Friday Night Freedom, and I hadn't been on with the year, and I was on with him. This is now my third time now being on the Smoke Pit.
Yep.
The only one that I'm missing now is and then tomorrow I'll be on Sergeant's Time for the first time.
Yep.
And, the only thing I'm missing now is CQ. So yeah, CQ. Okay, I get it. I know my screen. My team name's your middle finger. But hey, man. Hey, let me throw off. Let me pull off the trifecta for WTF Nation Radio.
Right. And you know what? I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could.
I know.
Well, so Mad Mike is his full-time co-host now?
Yeah. Mad Mike's now full-time on him. That's good.
That's good. Yeah, it's finally settling down after.
Yeah, I know.
He had to sow his oats after I left.
Yeah, Jesus, he went through. He had you. He had Massey. He had freaking Angry Elf on there. I'm pretty sure he had a couple other hosts that were one-offs on that.
Yeah,
I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't had King on there yet. I mean, he's had a shit ton of co-hosts, but now Mad Mike's permanent co-host on Tuesdays.
Yep. And then so next week, I won't be here. Next week, TZ is back. She's been super busy with this big work thing she's got going on. So this is going to be her last week gone. But next week, I'm not going to be here because I have a medical thing I have to get ready for on Thursday. So I have my comp and pen physical on Friday.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can get some increases.
Yeah, I will tell you, man. I've heard some horror stories coming from the new comp and pen contract people, and be prepared to wait you have like a 30-minute time frame for
Mm-hmm.
that thing, and just be prepared to wait 25 minutes, have somebody come in, ask you some bullshit questions, and then say, well, I don't believe you.
See, and
That's from what I'm hearing.
I will say this, and this is every place is different. Every examiner is different.
True.
Every place is different. Now, the gal who I had was very good. She was very thorough. They were running a little bit behind. I had one of the last appointments of the day, and they were running a little bit behind. They're about 10 to 15 minutes behind, which is kind of whatever. I don't give a shit. She was very thorough, and actually 2 days before it, her nurse called me and did all of the questions beforehand.
Oh, nice.
So her and I sat down. We went through all of the questions the nurse had already asked me. She had like it basically all written up. And we went through anything. She's like, is there anything you want to add? Anything you want to, anything you want to redact? Do you think she misunderstood anything? I was like, nope, that sounds actually really good. The nurse did a fantastic job. The examiner sat me down and we went through some of the exam stuff. She was really good. I thought she was really thorough. I thought she was rather friendly. She did fine. I was actually... I don't know what for any time this is my second CMP exam now.
Okay.
Third one technically, I guess, because I went through one with the Army, I went through one with the VA, and then this is my second one through the VA. And the other ones I was very nervous. They were very prim and proper, and this was really relaxed. It was really good. I was really happy with the service that I received from that. So, and same with same with the VA. Like my local VA here is fantastic. Every time I see somebody, like they're good. There's only been one time that there was like a delay, and the doctor who I was seeing also works out in town, and there was like some sort of emergency that he had to attend to for that. And then so he was a little bit late getting to work for the VA. Like he had to cover like an ER shift or something at night and whatever. Which was whatever, dude. I don't give a shit. He was there. He was like 20 minutes late. Whatever, I get it. You know what I mean? Shit happens. But I mean, generally, generally, all the people I've done, everyone I've dealt with at my local VA have been fantastic. I think some of their equipment sucks, is dated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have to go out in town to get this procedure I'm getting done next week is through the VA, but the VA doesn't have the stuff to do it, so they have to send me out in town to do it. But they're doing that. They're not making me wait fucking 6 months or some shit. They scheduled it like a month ago, and they said, hey, we don't have the machine, or our machine's broken, or whatever the fuck it was, so we're going to send you out in town. Cool, tight, let's do it. They were really cool about it. They would ride it. I mean, but just like anything else, experiences differ. You know what I mean? And I'm not in a big metro area that the VA is seeing lots and lots and lots of people. We don't have an overflowing emergency room, but same with the regular hospital. We don't have an overflowing emergency room. We don't have our urgent cares aren't full. It's been really good. My experience with my local VA has been very good. So, if you do need to seek VA treatment, there are horror stories, and the VA is far from perfect, but don't not go to the doctor because you think you might have a bad experience at the VA.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
So if you
are right on that.
If you are out there and you need help, the VA is better than a kick in the balls.
Yeah.
So,
and there are good VAs. There are. I mean, we all hear the horror stories about that, but it's kind of funny how we don't hear all the good stories about the VA.
And I will say this too. I think even in bad VAs, there are good doctors and nurses who want to help. It's just in those facilities, they're just understaffed and overwhelmed, and it is what it is. Every doctor and nurse and pharmacist that I've actually talked to at my VA wants to help veterans. They're not there for the money because the pay is shit compared to what they could get out in town.
No shit.
Yeah. At least in my local area.
Okay.
So I know a couple of them because they're friends of the family and stuff. And they're like, they do it because they like helping veterans. Their dads were veterans or their brothers were veterans or whatever. And they are there to help veterans. They're not there because they can make $10 more an hour as RNs at the local hospital than they're making at the VA.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean? So I get it.
Yeah.
The news needs to focus more on positive news. I think so. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know that it needs to focus more on positive news, because if you don't have the squeak, you don't get the grease. You know what I mean? The VA needs a lot of fixing. I think we can all agree on that. So if we start, if my experience gets put out there and as the normal VA experience, and I'm like, why the fuck do we need to fix the VA if fucking radar is doing fine? That's not it. That's not it at all.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we need to be, the VA is not evil, but the VA is far from perfect.
Yeah.
And we need to, you know, we need to address those issues. And like I said, and like you said, there are places that aren't as good as this.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm glad that you got a good thing that, you know, you're able to go to your own VA out of there and have a good experience. I know that, you know, it's hit or miss where I'm at. I know that if I go all the way to Asheville's got a phenomenal VA.
Yep.
I go to the Greenville, South Carolina one that's about an hour and a half away. It's decent. I've already heard horror stories about the Durham VA and the Columbia VA. I went to visit that, and that place is an absolute clusterfuck.
Yep.
But you know, but they also use that as a learning facility for University of South Carolina. So
you
know, there's certain ones that are good. There's certain ones that are bad. Those of you that, if you're watching this in Hawaii, I'm sorry that you got to go to the one over by Crippler, but hey, it happens.
Captain Wayne said they have so much penicillin it turned the building into mold.
Hey, they're trying to get that full military experience in there to remind them of what it was like in the barracks. Jesus.
Well, like here, the bathrooms haven't been renovated since the Nixon administration. Like,
shit.
The fucking toilets are green and shit, and like, but honestly, you know what? It's a fucking toilet. I piss in it, it goes away. Like, I don't really give a shit how dated the toilet is. It works. It doesn't leak. There's no piss on the floor. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I had to do a sleep study there, and this was about a year ago, and they just put me in one of the normal rooms, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like the room when Captain America wakes up from his coma or whatever. That's what the room looked like. You know what I mean? But you know what? The service was fine. The room was clean. The bathroom was clean. The bed was clean and comfortable. Like, what the fuck does it matter what it looks like? Kind of, you know what I mean? Like, so honestly, I'm kind of happy at that, because I know that they have a limited budget, right?
Yeah.
It was brick. No, you're not going to get any mold on brick. Like, why take a bunch of shit? Why take a bunch of money and renovate that fucking room when it's perfectly fine? I'd rather have a new MRI machine that's going to actually find my tumors and shit than worry about what the dresser looks like in the fucking hospital room. You know what I mean?
Good point. That is a very good point.
I thought the shower walls at Bragg were blackboards to leave messages for the next person.
Oh damn.
Shit! Yeah, you got to carve the mold away. Ugh.
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh.
All right.
Anyway,
I'm gonna drop something in. Wait a minute. Hold on. Friday Night Freedom air this week? No, that's next week. All right. I got a news article for Kaz for next week.
Well, anyway,
because I know it's about time that we got to do the promos and shit.
Yep, I'll wrap us up here. So tonight you have been listening to him, Coach, and me, Radar, right here at in the Smoke Pit. This is a way shorter and way less organized show than last time. So I appreciate you being here.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for having me on.
And then tomorrow you're on again with Ice.
Yeah.
For Sarge time.
Yep, the mold. Yep, the fucking the mold edition. Yep, that's exactly
the mold center of excellence.
Yes, the mold center of excellence.
Get a mold action badge or some shit.
You know?
CMB.
CMB.
CMB no longer stands for Combat Medic Badge.
This is Combat Mold Badge.
Exactly.
It's just a spray bottle with a wreath around it.
Shit. I am sure as hell bringing that up tomorrow. I'm bringing that up tomorrow. Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Oh shit. Anyway, so that's tomorrow. That is Sergeant's time. There'll be some sergeanting with Coach and Ice tomorrow. Yep. And then there is no Friday Night Freedom this week. They'll be back next week. Coach or Ice. I'm all flustered now. Cause has been super busy at work. So we all have lives out of here. We all are volunteers. So you have to respect that. And he's been super busy, but he should be back in a week. I think Pookie will be back with him too, won't he?
Yeah, I think Pookie's finally back from his I don't know. I guess we can call it his his hiatus, not his hiatus.
A little vacation. He had some
little vacation. He took like the whole fucking summer off.
Yeah, he had stuff to attend to, so I don't blame him one bit. Good for him. And then Saturday is a Dawn's a day of no spanky activities. We will be enjoying our families, and I'll be at a soccer tournament. Actually, I have a gala to go to Saturday night.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, so
getting all dressed up and everything.
Maybe ish. I'll probably wear a suit, no tie, and jeans.
Okay.
Probably wear a suit jacket.
Yeah. You got any Scottish blood in you?
No. Not that I know.
Fuck, man. I gotta tell you, man, anytime I see a gala, it's the open time. I never have to wear pants anymore. I always got my kilt for those things.
Ooh.
I would hit it every fucking gala I've been to.
I was just gonna not wear pants. I don't need a kilt. I'm just gonna not wear pants.
Yeah, come on, it's man. Fine. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, the whole thing. Hell yeah.
Should. And then let's see, Sunday night, you're back again.
Yeah.
You basically have 3 shows in a row.
Yeah, I'll be broadcasting from New Jersey up there.
Yeah, for the sports bar.
No, I take that back. I'll be in the Pocono Mountains, freezing my balls off, and my wife's gonna want to go around for walks in the mountains, and I'll be chatting up with King about how shitty my fantasy football team did and how much I'm pissed off at the Jets for losing.
I
can't say that because the Jets are in a bye week. So.
Oh yeah, they are in a bye week because I actually have a couple on my team. But you are going against Annika, the computer.
Yeah, I'm going against the computer.
And I have Flash. We're actually neck and neck just about. I'm projected 121. He's projected 116. He's on a 4-game losing streak.
Oh,
so
I thought I was bad.
he has like what? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 questionables on his starting roster.
Oh, that's in a tough situation. So
he's got Josh Allen. And Saquon Barkley or whatever, DK Metcalf
last week. And,
yep.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then Sam Laporta is questionable too.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really have anybody on the bench is worth a shit to bring up. Sorry about it.
Yeah. I just added Kareem Hunt, and now he's questionable.
I've got Devontae Smith, and he just underperforms every fucking week, dude.
Yeah, he's not doing great.
But everyone else is on fucking bye this week. I have Tutu Atwell. I guess I could put in wide receiver, but he also has been underperforming since Cooper Kupp is back.
Yeah.
So that's whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I should have picked up Kupp after he was dropped, but nah, forget it. We'll figure all that shit out on Sunday.
Yeah, and you know what? Fuck it. What? I mean, honestly, King Smith is gonna. And I don't even know how it fucking works because, like, I play against him, I get 85 fucking points. The next week, I get 250 or some shit. So fuck it. He's just destined to win this.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to pay up the money. That's all.
That's probably what he's got. He's fucking rigged. It's almost as rigged as the Chiefs.
Anything to get Taylor Swift onto the freaking
Fuck,
NFL,
probably.
you know,
That's
keep it going.
yep. Is that a bet? Is there actual bets in Vegas now to see like how many times we're going to say Taylor Swift's name like in the pregame? That should be a parlay bet.
I don't know. I'll definitely look up on here. I'll definitely take a look on it and see if we can get that. Oh wait a minute, hold on. What? Okay, never mind. This is a topic for much later for my Taylor Swift. I don't want
to steal your Sunday thunder.
That's all good.
We should do that though. On the weeks there's no Friday Night Freedom, we should actually have like a sports betting show. Like do like a little sports bar on Friday night, so we don't have Friday Night Freedom, and just go over the bets for Saturday and Sunday, the college football and like the spreads and stuff. We should do that.
Yeah, we should. That'd be a good idea. I mean, but you know, freaking, we got to get it through Almighty Ice and see what the hell we can do.
I don't know. I'm so nervous about doing shit like that. And here's why. Yeah. When it comes to like money and finances and stuff, like giving anybody any kind of advice, if you gave betting advice on a Friday night show for the weekend, and someone's like, "Oh, I put $100 on the Buffs to win, and they fucking lost, and I'm out of it because of you," you know, I don't want to fucking get into all that. But it'd be fun. Yeah. It would be fun. And here's the thing about sports betting: I know enough to be dangerous. You know what I mean? I don't understand like how King is in like all like the fucking crazy bets and shit. I can't. My brain doesn't work like that. I understand like covering a spread. I understand that kind of stuff. But as far as he's like, well, fucking this guy has got to throw 250 yards, and this guy has to get a rushing touchdown, and this guy's got to fucking and then this guy's got to fucking give Taylor Swift a blowjob in the fucking stand. And I'm like, I don't even fucking know, dude. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, no, the parlay things is just another way for bookmakers to actually go ahead and just make more money, and that's what ends up happening.
Yep. So. But it's fun. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit. It's really just not even fucking. Once you get a little ticket, it's not even real money anymore. It's just a ticket. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's like when you go play blackjack. It's not even real money anymore. It's all paper chips or clay chips. It's fine.
Yep.
Anyway, that's Sundays, the sports bar.
Yeah.
Now Mondays is the aptly named Monday edition with Massey and Ice, unless you're going to cover down on that show too.
No. My wife ain't going to be up for that one.
She's like, you just live on the fucking radio every night. My wife's like that for a while, so don't worry about it. Then on Tuesday is my old show, the show you've yet to be on, Pop Culture Warrior, every Tuesday. And then Wednesday, not next Wednesday, we're going to have no show next Wednesday. But most Wednesdays, right here, same bad time, same bad channel, the Smoke Pit, with me and somebody. Hopefully TZ will be back, but if not, we got a great group of guys and gals who will cover down so nobody is alone. And Coach, I really do appreciate you being here, man. Thanks for taking out your hump day, spending it with me. So
not a problem, man. Thank you for having me on, buddy.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get us out of here with our cause disclaimer, and then about 2 minutes of Bubba Starts from Starts and Ends playing Triple Fine. It was a live show from Sioux Falls, and we'll call it a night. So thanks so much for being here. Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Love on me like water. Got an ocean full of love that's made for two. We can sail up on the ocean breeze, and sunshine feels like you're loving me. We got a good thing going on, you know that's true. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Boy, you love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Well, I like waking up lying next to you when the sun's so hot and the sky's so blue. There ain't a single thing I'd rather do than spend all my time making love to you. Ain't got a plan, just a way to live in a big bag of love that we love to give out to the world through song and show. If you're getting all the buzz, let's go, go, go. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, fine, fine. Hey, Sioux Falls, thank you so much.